Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So the Washington Huskies offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll run it. It's Coleman. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Washington wants to go quickly. Leaves it with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get... But they'll have the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
By that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Williams looking for a man. Touchdown, Washington! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You couldn't ask for better starting field position. The drive covers 26 yards. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. The Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This guy... look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's got an open man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk about the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's got him. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but me and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Might be calling a hot route. Out with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Grab near the sticks. It's Boston. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Williams will pass. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Smith. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To throw, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Williams looking for a man. Finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Trying the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some... On third down, they hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the
play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Williams will pass. Grabs it in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Washington right back to the line. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese. They can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry. They're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, man. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still on his feet at the 35. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 24 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit.
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense holds firm ball on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a bit at a time. Get to that first down marker.